I always love to recall the taste of the past. This cream soup is silky and smooth with beautiful ivory color. Serve with warm soft bread. This brings me to the good old days when both of you took me to have Hong Kong-style Western cuisine. And I will never forget the love and care. Let me remake this soup as a gift to you both now. The ingredients are simple. I choose the chicken legs today. Rinse them and whip them dry with towel. Then I use salt to marinate the legs. Marinate them overnight. This method is used to marinate pork loin like we always do in Hong Kong home cooking. The meat will become so delicious after cooking. The flavor is so good that it cannot be compared to those using salt as seasoning. After one night of marinating, we then wash off the excess salt on the chicken skin. The texture of chicken will become firm and full of flavor. If you forget to wash off the salt, the chicken leg will be over salty. It will spoil the whole bowl of soup. Cut the onion in half and cut into 6 pieces. Simple cuttings is good enough to release the flavor of onion. Peel the skin of carrot. Cut the carrot in a moderate size. Again, simple cut could help releasing the taste and sweetness of the carrot. Cutting celery is easy too. We can use all parts of it including leaves, stems and their fiber, or even the leftovers. Casually cut or rip them apart will be fine. The main purpose here is to get flavor out of veggie, therefore the shape is not important at all. For garlic, we can just smash them and peel the skin off. When the vegetables are all ready, we can cook the soup base now. First, fry the garlic with some oil. Then add onion and carrot. Stir fry and add celery. We should add some flavor to the soup now, therefore we add some bay leaf and black peppers at the same time. Let's keep frying. Then we add water. The process here indeed is the principle of making the vegetable broth base. Since we need chicken broth base this time, we'll add the marinated skinned chicken legs we prepared before. Don't overcook it. Simmer them around 20 minutes in moderate heat. After the chicken legs are completely cooked, take them out. Bone the chicken legs. Bring the bones back to the broth for cooking again. Simmer the broth for another hour. Get the salt chicken meat into slices and then set aside. This is the chicken broth we made after an hour. Sieve it. When the 2 main ingredients are ready, we can start making the flour mixture.
When I met you yesterday,
Heat the butter.
I didn't need you next to me.
Add flour gradually in a few times to the butter. Since we did not fry the flour beforehand, the flour remains a bit raw taste. It is fine. We can fry the butter and flour longer until it is golden brown with pleasant aroma. This removes the unpleasant raw taste of flour at the same time too. Apart from this, you have to make sure that the whisker is always be with you during the whole process, in order to blend away the lumps and whisk well. It is the fundamental technique to make the perfect, smooth white sauce. If you love white sauce, this is one of the key tips to follow. When the mixture is getting mature and expand, turn off the heat. Add milk water, which is mixed by a cup of evaporated milk and a cup of water. Keep whisking while adding the milk water. Remember to turn off the heat when whisking. Otherwise, it is difficult to handle when it keeps expanding and becomes a big dough. If you can handle this technique well, you can get a perfectly smooth paste. When the flour paste is made, we can bring the broth to the boil again. Like thickening the sauce in other Chinese cooking, we will gradually adding the flour paste to the broth. Of course, keep whisking all the time until the soup is getting thick.
Out on the highway in a dusty storm.
You will realize the texture starts changing. Keep doing so until it reaches the thickness you want. In order to make the soup richer, we will add some evaporated milk and add some salt for seasoning too.
If you see the lights flashing, push the pedal down.
Pour the hot cream soup to the sliced salt chicken meat.
Over the border, they came.
Add a bit white pepper.
There, between the two of us.
Serve with a soft warm bread with a large piece of soft butter.
And yesterday,
This is the classic chicken cream soup in my childhood.
tomorrow, you'll be gone.
It brings me back to the good old days when I was a little girl.
It wasn't supposed to go.
Do you have the same memory as I do?
Sweet, sweet, sweet Thursday.
When I was a little girl, I always loved the chicken soup in Hong Kong-style Western cuisine. At that period, we seldom knew about white sauce or white soup. That was why I was so curious about this soup and kept asking my mom how to make it. Since the running costs of restaurants were much lower at that time, the restaurants were willing to use adequate of butter and chicken to cook the soup. That was why the cream soup at that time was very rich, snowy white, very smooth, full of flavor and shiny. This soup also includes the most important technique of Western cooking. It is how to make the flour paste. Making the flour paste is also the crucial part of making white sauce, white soup, and cheese sauce. To make a smooth paste without lumps needs certain practice, experience, and skill. Due to the high running costs, it is very hard to find the traditional taste of the soup in Hong Kong-style restaurant now. Let me recreate the original taste of the soup and show you the fundamental technique of making the white sauce now.